So the purpose of this exercise is to start to work on balance. We want to start to work on balance with movement. So a lot of what we do when we move and we play sports and we do different things, even not playing sports, just getting in and out of a car, is we're going to step up, step down, or try to balance on something, or we're going to move forward to get to where we're going and have to try to balance. So all we're going to do is practice that real life situation. So we're going to have some type of step handy just in case we need it. You can use a big old thick book or something at home. Depending on how hard it is, you might have to get a little bit higher step or lower. So I'm going to put this step down, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my right foot up here, and I'm going to step up onto the step. Now, when I do this, I want to hold as soon as I get up. So if I'm trying to work on balance on my right leg, I'm going to go ahead and step up with my right leg onto the block, and then I'm going to hold it here. The ability to step up and balance is the exercise, so we want to come up onto the block and maintain it. Now, when you're maintaining your balance, if I stand really stiff leg as I come up here, I feel my quad working and I feel all of my foot and ankle muscles working. On this, we want to try to absorb that force through other joints as well, through the knee and through the hip. So when I come up, I'm going into that little bit of flex, called athletic posture, where we have a little bit of knee flexion, a little bit of hip flexion. But what I really want to do is make sure that I'm feeling more of my hip muscle kick in as I do this. I do have to counterbalance myself by bringing my nose a little bit forward. If I don't do that, I'll kind of fall backwards if I'm actually kicking my hip in. So again, we're going to do this lateral step. So if I'm working the right leg, I'm going to go ahead and step up onto the step, and then I'm going to try to balance as I come up, and I'm going to hold. You really want to hold this until you finally find your balance so that you really work all the musculature and then step down. Now, we can also do it on the opposite leg. And when I do it on the opposite leg, I'm really looking, if I'm trying to work the right leg here, I'm really working on this push off and come up. Should be a little bit easier if your right leg is your affected leg. And then I'm working on the acceptance on the way down too. So as I come down on this right foot, you want to come down and hold the balance. So you're shifting your weight from an upward position to downward, and now you're holding that as well. So if I'm working my affected leg, I can do 2 exercises with this step so far. I can go ahead and step up and hold. And then I can also do something like come up on the left, hold, come down onto the right. And as you're able to accept more weight, you can go a little bit quicker, go a little bit more weight into the leg until you feel like you're comfortable with it. The biggest thing here is making sure you're not having any pain and that you don't fall. You obviously don't want to go and roll your ankle at this point because you're probably doing some sort of ankle rehab and getting better as it is.